Hi everyone, it's me Samantha Letois and welcome back to UCTV. This is the virtual talk show by Unity Coalition. And remember that we are here. Unity Coalition is the nonprofit organization here in South Florida, advocacy for the LGBT community, Latinos and Hispanos and Indigenous. So everything that you want to know, go on and check it out, unitycoalition.org o en español coalicionunida.org. Hi everyone, as I said, I'm the host Samantha Letois and it's my pleasure to have you here. Don't forget to follow and visit our website and subscribe into the YouTube channel Unity Coalition. This is UCTV and today, Wednesday, is Preparing for a Healthy Life, specially TV show and talk show program for the transgender community, gender no binary and gender no conforming and more. Everything that you need to know for our community is here in UCTV, Preparing for a Healthy Life, every Wednesday, 4 p.m. here in the fan page by Facebook Live. Remember, Unity Coalition have a Trans R for trans community. Next show is going to be January 22, 24, 2021. Is the South Florida Transgender Annual Unity Coalition, the showcase and talents, vision, and possibility, which is the transgender and gender non-conforming community through all the art, dialogue, and more music. Go ahead and check it out, unitycoalition.org and /transr, so you know more about it. You want to showcase for trans artists? We are looking for trans art and trans artists. So you want to be part of that? Go ahead and check it out, Unity Coalition /transr, and fill it out the form. Be part of Trans Art Lab by Unity Coalition in collaboration with Pride Line. October 1st to the 15th, we are almost there. 2020, celebrate Orgullo. Unity Coalition, Coalición Unida, 10th annual Celebrate Orgullo, the Miami Hispanic and Indigenous Pride Festival since 2011. This year, we're going to break the barriers and we're going to have more party for you. 3 days of Celebrate Orgullo virtual tour. 3 tours that we have with the Celebrate Orgullo. The first one is Sunday, October 4th. 2 to 4 p.m. and it's gonna be the Everglades Mikosuki. The second one, Saturday, October 10. Remember, it's 2 to 4 p.m. Learning about the culture from Colombia, Mexico, and 2 Spar Mushes. And the third one, virtual tour, is gonna be Making the Dance Video Studio with John Buckley. That's gonna be on Sunday, October 11. Remember, 2 to 4 p.m. by the fan page and Unity Coalition. And don't forget to click the button and subscribing to the YouTube channel. And today, Preparing for a Healthy Life, we're gonna have an amazing show, and my pleasure, honor to have here on my show Morgan Mayfaire. Morgan Mayfaire is being for our community and also is the Secretary Director for Trans Social and also the daddy for the Trans Latina, for the Latina, Hispanic, Indigenous. He's been the daddy for the community, so you know him. So Morgan Mayfaire, everybody, just give me some class to Morgan.
Hey. Hello, Sammy. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy and excited to have you here. Oh my God, this is the second time that you be on UCTV, right?
Yes, I always enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to Orgullo.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Morgan. Can I call you Daddy?
You always call me Daddy. Come
Thank you. So I just want to let you know the Patty. I just want to let you know to the people that I'm the one that have the ability to call you Daddy. No, don't worry. I'm kidding. You all can call him Daddy. So Morgan, thank you so much again for being here on the show today. Our show is going to be Preparing for a Healthy Life. This is especially for our transgender community, gender non-conforming, and more. Let's get in business and let's get some topics. Tell me about who is the amazing Morgan Mayfaire in South Florida.
Well, I'm the executive director of Trans Social, and I'm also the co-founder of Trans Pride. So we do everything possible to make transition as easy and as comfortable as possible for anyone who is transitioning. And for those who already have, we're there with support. We try to help to guide you where you need to go for different things that you may need. Simple things like where you can go for a haircut, where you can find a tailor that can fit you for a nice suit, where you can get a pair of shoes that are going to fit you correctly, where you're going to be treated with kindness and where it's going to be an affirming place for you to go. We have a lot of places where the community can go for healthcare, for HRT in particular. So there's a lot that we can offer. We still offer help with name changes and gender marker updates. So we do a little bit of everything, including support groups.
Thank you so much for that information and for sharing the service that you've been doing for that community. So now that we're talking about Morgan Mayfair, why, honestly, just tell to the people why in the transgender community and also the gender non-conforming community we call you daddy. Tell us what is the reason that we can call you daddy.
Well, it's real easy, okay? A lot of times when we're transitioning, we lose our support systems and we lose our families, okay? I always wanted to have children, and it seems like you all become my children, okay?
Yes.
I care and I love you, okay? And I try to do my best to be there for you as much as I possibly can. You know, even if it's just because you need a shoulder to cry on one day, or you need someone that's going to listen to you when nobody else will. So I'm here and I care and I do love you all.
Thank you so much. I know personally I can say it and share with all of you, with my audience, that Morgan Mayfair being for not only for me, for several individual transgender and also LG community and plus and more, and also allies that they come to Morgan and ask what we can do, especially parents that they have a gay son or someone in the members of the family that identify as gay or transgender. Most of the time, Morgan is the person that can be there to support you, to tell to your family what is good, what's not, and how we can move forward and acceptance for the LGBT community, especially for transgender individuals. So now that we know who's the daddy, Morgan, what he's doing for our community, working for Transsocial, and have like a lot of experience doing for the community in the events, education, conference, and in different universities. So let's get a little bit more deep into it, Morgan. So let's talk about SOGI, sexual orientation and gender identity. I'm a transgender person. Let's put this example on. And I'm a transgender person, but sometimes I don't feel identified. What is the thin line between being in the gender spectrum that I feel as a transgender person, or maybe my doctor can say that I'm a bipolar person because I want to dress as a female, but I have like different male parts. So let's get into it. So what is that thought that you have about that sexual orientation and gender identity?
Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you that if you go to a doctor and that doctor tells you you're bipolar and what you're trying to tell them is that you're transgender, find another doctor, okay? Because obviously that doctor is not competent in treating the community and is not competent in treating you, okay?
Exactly, yes.
Gender is a spectrum. Okay. Now, I'm a binary trans man. Ooh, surprise. I'm a trans man. Okay.
Ooh, people listen. People right now is just looking on Google and like trying to search like gender non-binary, transgender. You just make them crazy, but thank you so much. So go ahead.
Okay. So gender is a spectrum. It's sort of like the alphabet.
Yes.
If you look at it, it's like A would be, let's say, feminine.
Yeah,
and Z would be masculine. Okay. Now I'm a binary trans man.
Which is often identified in the C or in the V or 8.
No, which means that I was assigned female at birth and transitioned all the way to male. Okay. Now there's a lot of people that are in between that A and that Z, and they're in the non-binary or gender fluid or androgynous areas of gender, okay?
Yes.
And remember that gender and sexuality are two separate things. You know, a transgender person or a non-binary person can have any sexuality whatsoever.
True.
The two things do not automatically mean one thing or the other, okay?
Yeah, people get confused because they thought that it's the same.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you this. When I first transitioned, I was very strictly telling everyone I was a trans man, I was a man, and that's it. Since then, I've learned a great deal about myself, and I've learned a great deal about gender. And that is that society genders a lot of things and puts a lot of labels on people.
Okay.
And we don't need all those labels. I mean, it's a little ridiculous when you think that I like working on my Jeep. Okay, so that's masculine. Okay, that's okay. That's a male thing. But I also grow orchids. Okay, and sometimes I help to create new orchids. So with very fine flowers, that's a feminine thing. So it's not manly, right?
Yes, it's not.
That's a ridiculous thing. What does one thing have to do with the other?
Yeah.
A cisgender father changes his child's diaper and he feeds his baby. Does that mean he's not masculine?
No.
No. Society sets these rules and regulations, and we need to start looking beyond that and start letting people be who they are and express themselves any way that they want. It's up to them to self-identify. We don't have the right to identify anyone's gender for them. We need to let them speak for themselves. So I can tell you that I am a trans man, but I love my children. I love my pets. I grow flowers, okay? I also do a lot of manly repairs around the house. And like I said, I work on my Jeep, okay? I'm also a martial artist. I was in the military. Those are masculine things.
Yes.
We need to stop labeling things and just let people be people.
Yeah. So do you think that disparity is starting from home when parents teach their kids to say, oh, blue is for men, pink is for a girl?
It starts very early on when a woman is pregnant and all of a sudden they assume that the child's gender is this or that, and they have a gender reveal party. And all of a sudden the baby's not even born, and already everyone's like, oh, it's a boy.
I wish that a baby just show the head and say like, girl, I'm not here for the blue and pink, I'm here for the every single color, honey. I'm gonna be like, ooh. What about let's say as an example, if the baby have the ability to decide that he doesn't want to be a man or a girl?
Well, let's put it this way. That's exactly what's happening. Okay. People are getting to a point where they're making a decision for themselves. They are seeing within themselves who they are, because nobody can tell you who you are. Okay. I can tell you, I knew that I was not female before I was 2 years old. Okay. Yeah. And everyone that knew me could tell that. Everything that I liked were things that had to do with what boys liked. Okay. What I did to dolls was a terrible thing.
I can imagine you just play with them like, girl, I need you for a day, mama.
They were the dates for my GI Joes.
Morgan, how was that grow in a Latin community and decide to be yourself and being accepted by the family and the members that they are around to you?
Well, it was a lot harder when I was growing up. You have to understand, I'm 61 years old, okay?
But people thought that you being in the 64 years old right now and everything being easy for you. You just got like shining gold life, like diamond.
No. Okay, things have not been easy for me. That's the reason why we did Transsocial in the first place, was because I had such a hard time. I had such a hard time finding all the things that I needed and being able to connect them all for my transition. But the first question you asked me just now, Latin community, it's a lot harder. There's a lot of machismo that's involved, okay? And especially, I'm not going to say that it's harder 100% for one than the other, but I think that for trans women, it's a little bit harder. And I know people are going to get angry with me, but I think it's because of the machismo. It's not just the fathers, the mothers will do it too. It's like, be a man, act like a boy,
Don't cry.
Don't cry. Well, I got the don't cry too, but yeah. I usually got the, you want to see la chancleta? I'm going to give you what to cry for. You know what I mean?
I usually get like, if you cry, you go, girl. I'm like, let me be myself.
But look, those things really affect people, okay? And they hurt them emotionally, and they go on to hurt them emotionally. You know, if you have a little boy and he likes to play with dolls, leave him alone. Let him play with dolls, okay? If he wants to wear a dress, leave him alone. Let him wear the dress. You know, society through time has made a lot of labels for things, okay? Way back in, let's say, the 40s and the 50s, little boys wore gowns, okay, until they were like 3 or 4 years old, okay? They didn't wear pants, and when they did wear pants, they wore short pants, okay? And back in the 30s, pink was a color that was specifically for boys, and blue, periwinkle blue, was for girls. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, so things have changed throughout time, and they're continuously changing. You know, I hear people saying, you know, oh, you know, the whole world is going to come to an end because of all these gender nonconforming and trans people. We've always existed. We've always been here. Okay. Homosexuality has always been here. There's 1,500 species of animals have homosexuality in their species.
Okay? I get crazy when I saw my dog like trying to do something with the other man. I'm like, oh. Now I find where it came from.
hey, déjalo tranquilo, okay?
So yeah, go ahead.
Listen, we're not unnatural, okay? We're part of nature just like everyone else. And little by little, people will become more educated and they'll come to understand that. And my hope is that for little children now, life is a little bit better. Parents are being more accepting. They're asking their children and listening to them. Because quite honestly, by the time a child is 3 years old, they can tell you what their gender is.
Of course.
They may not be able to tell you 100% what their sexuality is, because that's some idea. Yeah, okay. But who they are, who they feel inside, their gender is, yeah, they can tell you that. And you listen.
That's good. Morgan, now that you mentioned this, it's good to show up and, you know, and pop up information that have to be with the youth community for transgender. So let's get into that. What's your thought for prevention in sexuality when you get into the early age, like the youth, the school, you know, the schools? Do you think, I know that's a hard time and it's a hard topic, but I'm very, very want to, you know, and, you know, share with the people if you have a transgender individual like your family and he's being on the school or she's being on the school, you know, this is the thing that you have to do. You know, don't put this person in a label or show to the teacher and tell like, oh no, you know, my son identifies as transgender. You know, it doesn't have to be in that way. It has to be more on that. But you know, now at this time, some parents, they are taking, okay, so my son or my girl is transgender, but what about sexuality? How we can protect the youth community in, you know, especially for transgender, doing for sexual, you know, activities, because now we know that at the 13 age, they're having sex, and sometimes they are having sex unprotected. So,
okay.
Recommendations.
So, you know me, and you know that I say it like it is, and some people, you know, are a little shocked sometimes, but I am who I am, and I'm going to say it like it is. Okay, it has nothing to do with whether your child is trans, gay, straight, or whatever. Okay, kids are having sex starting at the age of 12. Okay, and any parent who believes, oh no, not my baby, okay, is going to get a surprise. Okay, and that surprise doesn't always mean pregnancy. Sometimes it means an STD or an STI. Okay? And it can mean a lot worse than that. Okay. So I would say talk to your children openly, talk to them about prevention. And quite frankly, when your child is old enough, take them to the doctor, okay, and put them on PrEP. Because kids are going to have sex. They're going to experiment. Okay, we've been to schools where we've talked to youth, and you know, some of the girls have said, well, I don't have sex. I'm like, well, really? Then what do you do? Okay, and they'll go ahead and they'll tell me that they're having anal sex, and that doesn't count as sex. And I'm like, Yeah, and I'm like, really? I got news for you. If somebody's genitals are involved, you're having sex, okay? And parents need to know these things, okay? They need to understand that, you know, listening to your children, but understanding the realities of life. Hormones can do an awful lot, okay? And when those hormones hit your child, if you haven't had serious open conversations with them, they're going to listen to their friends. And their friends, who are going to want to get into their pants, are not going to tell them the truth either. They're just going to want to have a good time. So protect your children. It's what I do with mine, regardless of what age they come to me. Okay. If you are HIV, if you have HIV, you go on medication. If you're an HIV negative, you go on prevention. Don't tell me you're not having sex. Because you know what? You may not be having sex today, but what if you meet somebody tomorrow? Okay? It's better that you're on prevention and that you're ready for when that moment comes.
Absolutely. Morgan, do you speak Spanish, right?
No. Por supuesto que sí.
Solo quería que todos nuestros audientes sepan también que Morgan tiene también muchos servicios en la parte de Transsocial para nuestra comunidad latina. El idioma no es ningún problema porque aquí podemos hablarles español en inglés. Si usted viene de otro país y está necesitando algo, lo que sea, por la comunidad transgénero, Morgan y su equipo están en nuestra organización de Transsocial, también colaboradora de parte de Unity Coalition en los diferentes programas para que usted pueda acceder a ellos, a los médicos, a las hormonas, si usted tiene problemas de discriminación, cambios de nombre, papeles, todo lo que tenga que ver con diferentes servicios para nuestra comunidad, no solo transgénero, género no conforme y género binario, están ahí disponibles para ti. Morgan, quisiera hacerte esta pregunta en español para todos los latinos que nos están viendo de todas partes del mundo. Primero, mándales un saludo a toda la gente en español que te está viendo.
Hola, mi gente, ¿cómo están?
Ahí lo tienen, él los va a ayudar, no tiene mucho que decirles así en español, pero yo les voy a interpretar muy bien para que puedan entenderles algo. La pregunta en español para ti va a ser en estos momentos, si yo soy una persona transgénero y no he comenzado mi proceso de hormonización, ¿cuál crees tú que es el mejor método de prevención en los temas que tienen que ver con sexualidad, aparte del PrEP?
Usar condones, por supuesto, que siempre es muy importante, ¿ok? Y saber con quién vas a estar, ¿ok? Habla con la persona no solamente en el momento de pasión, sino simplemente hablen claramente. Siempre es una cosa que uno tiene que hacer, porque eso, mira, el sexo es un negocio, ¿ok? Es algo que tienes que hablarlo con la otra persona para saber qué es lo que a ti te gusta, qué es lo que a ellos les gusta, qué es lo que vas a hacer.
¿Crees que todas las personas, antes de interrumpirte, crees que todas las personas, diríamos, nuestro estatus referente hacia el VIH, deberíamos de hablarlo o hacer un disclaimer hacia la persona con la que vamos a estar por simplemente decirlo, o porque crees que es una necesidad o una ley que está autoritaria a que tengas que compartirlo con la persona que vas a tener un momento de intimidad?
Yo pienso que es para quitar el estigma.
Ok.
Tenemos que acabar con eso, ¿ok? Nosotros estamos viviendo en este país y en el mundo entero con VIH por mucho tiempo, ¿ok? Las personas viven, ya eso no es una sentencia de muerte, ¿ok? Mientras que estés tomando tus medicinas, estás bien, ¿ok? Y es algo que tenemos que hablarlo claramente y sacarlo del closet.
Para que puedan tener mucho más información, para que puedan acceder a muchos más servicios. Una última pregunta en español. Morgan, sabemos de que te identificas como un hombre transgénero, género no binario, de todas las cosas, lo más maravilloso, daddy, you know, keep it in that. So, si soy una mujer transgénero, si soy un hombre transgénero, you know, hacer la transición de F to M, ¿crees tú o conoces alguna medicina en el proceso de prevención de sexualidad que puedas recomendarle a hombres transgéneros como tú en parte de prevención, que tú conozcas?
Lo mismo, ¿ok? Truvada y Descovy, ¿ok? Dos medicinas buenísimas que sirven para los dos sexos.
¿Las estás tomando?
Yo sí.
Ok. ¿Algún efecto secundario que hayas tenido?
Ninguno, especialmente con Descovy.
Ok, perfecto. So, para todas las personas aquí lo tienen, ves COVID, parte de prevención entre la comunidad transgénero específicamente, aquí lo tienen Morgan Mayfair como ustedes un modelo. No estamos diciendo, obviamente, todos los organismos queremos decir de que funcionan de una manera diferente. Queremos recomendarle que el PrEP es un método de prevención y es específicamente para las personas que son VIH negativo. Antes de que usted pueda tomar PrEP, es recomendado que vaya con su doctor, puedan hacer unas pruebas, un rapid test. Hay diferentes organizaciones que hacen pruebas orales, cuarta generación por sangre, por la boca, no se requiere sangre muchas veces. Hágase la prueba y conozca su estatus. ¿Para qué? Para que pueda entrar en el método de prevención, ya sea un hombre transgénero, heterosexual, binario, como usted se identifique, es muy bueno que entre en un método de prevención y recomendarles, obviamente, si van a hacer sexo oral o algún tipo de otro acto referente a la sexualidad, utilicen también preservativos porque los actos orales también son recomendados que utilicemos preservativos para actos para evitar alguna otra enfermedad de STIs y otras infecciones, ¿correcto?
Correcto. Y una
So,
pastillita azul es una cosa maravilla para protegerte tu vida.
so you got it. So let's back in English. So you married?
Of course.
You be married with a woman, right?
Yes.
I'm asking you this because now my topic is when a heterosexual person wanna get in love with a transgender person. How about that?
There's no difference.
There's no difference. Okay, that's good to know. So you thought that it's not there's no difference between a heterosexual person having a sexual relationship with a transgender woman. Well, what about when how we could recognize that this attraction is an attraction normally, or especially at this time that happen with the violence and discrimination for the transgender, how we can identify and feel secure that we're gonna in a date with somebody, but this person, is not for harassment and it's something that seriously in a relationship in a respect, how we
Well,
can identify that.
here's the thing. It all depends on how you met that person.
Mm-hmm.
Recommend that you're honest and that you tell them that you're transgender, okay? And use your wisdom and intelligence, okay? Listen to what this person has to say. You can figure out whether they're interested in you as an individual or whether it's a fetish, okay? Nobody wants to be a fetish, okay? But I will repeat that a man who is attracted to a transgender woman is a heterosexual man, okay? Because what he is attracted to is her femininity. There is no reason that a gay man would really be attracted to a transgender woman unless he's bisexual.
There you go. So that's the main point. Is at least if this person identify as bisexual, right? But what about if this heterosexual person, let's put something in oh, where's my favorite color? Where is it? Where is it? Oh no, I don't find it. Oh wait, I got here. Let's do that. My topic is gonna be red for now on, right? Red.
Mhm.
So the question is the red question. So what about if it's this heterosexual person doesn't identify as a bisexual or as a gay person, but he loves a transgender individuals. And what is that recommendation for you to that person to understand that it's not related to a sexuality, it's just related to emotionally and physically?
Okay, so we got to be a little bit more clear. I don't know what I'm allowed to say, or
That's
what.
why I said this is a red flag, because
So,
we
okay.
don't want to know.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
People get all hung up on whether somebody has a penis or not. And I'm sorry, I'm going to use the word penis, okay?
There you go. This is sexual
Okay.
identification and education. Just go ahead.
All right. Half the population has penises, okay? And this is what I'm going to tell you. Some women have penises, okay? And some men have vaginas, okay? And it's as simple as that. If a straight man is attracted to a trans woman, he's attracted to a woman. Whether she has a penis or she doesn't, that's her business, okay? And that's it. And it shouldn't be anybody else's business. And he should be grown up enough to accept that for himself, for his friends, and for his family, if he intends to have a real relationship with her and it's not just sexual. Okay? And she needs to be wise enough to understand whether this man is interested in her because he's in love with her and he wants to be with her, or whether it's a fetish or not. And then make that choice for herself. You know, be honest, be open, be real, and let's try to remove some of that stigma, okay? Because it's what's bringing us all down. And again, it comes back to that machismo, okay? Where a straight man is attracted to a trans woman, but he doesn't want any of his friends or his family to know that she's trans or that he's attracted to her. Grow the F up, okay? Be a man.
Be a man and grow. So in the meantime, let me remind you, Unity Coalition is celebrating every day, but this year it's virtual. So go and check it out. Celebrate Orgullo is going to be October 1st to the 15th, 2020 at the fan page Unity Coalition. And also you can check it out, celebrateorgullo.com. So Celebrate Orgullo is the Miami Hispanic and Indigenous Pride Festival since 2011. We have 15 days. Yes, people, it's 15 days of party. Go and check it out, celebrateorgullo.com, so you know more about this and be part of Celebrate Orgullo. Where that was our infomercial and a super video clip by Celebrate Orgullo, and it's related to wear that mask. It's a global pandemic, and we just want to let the people. I know that it's so hard to wear a mask, especially when you're on the office and all day. Oh my God, I couldn't breathe. But as soon as you get out and you've been in public, you're being exposed to wear the mask. It is necessary not only for you, it's for everybody and being protected. So in the meantime, unity and voting, we want to celebrate and we want to choose what is the Unity Coalition. So in 2010, Unity Coalition, Coalición Unida, starting the Legend Honor Award. This year, we want to recognize who's the person that is doing great for our community. So we only need you. Go ahead and check it out, unitycoalition.com/unity and voting. So click on it. What's the best person that should get the award this year, and vote, honey, because we want to choose the winner. Announce is going to be on October 14th at the Celebrate Orgullo party. So as I said, go and check it out, Celebrate Orgullo, and don't forget to subscribe into the YouTube channel and order you Unity and Diversity t-shirt. So papi, let me tell you, we want to send all over the Unity and Diversity t-shirt. It's the Celebrate, and also we want to encourage the people to keep the mask and wear the mask because the numbers are getting high. So for only $20.20 donation, we can deliver it in the US for free delivery. So people can, as soon as they get it, they can take a picture with the mask because it came with a mask and uploading to the Unity Coalition page so they can be part of the program. So now, Morgan Mayfaire, what about if I want to do my name change? Let's talk about trans social services. I want to get my name changed, but I don't have a paper. Are you guys allowed to help me to change my name?
Yes. Okay. The only thing is that there's differences in the paperwork depending upon what county you live in. But right now, the courts are working even though it's remotely, which, by the way, I think it's a great thing that we're able to do it remotely because you don't have to go to court. You can do it on your computer.
That's awesome.
I'm actually hoping that we'll be able to keep that, and we're working on that to see that, maybe we will be able to keep that after the pandemic is over.
That's good.
Because I know it's intimidating sometimes to have to go to court. Oh, look, I look like Hannibal
Oh,
Lecter.
look at that. Oh my God. You're wearing your trans flag, mask. Oh, there you go. And the unity and diversity. So you all, this is Morgan Mayfair wearing that unity and diversity t-shirt, honey. Just wear it, participating for the public health campaign by Unity Coalition for Miami-Dade. So thank you so much for your collaboration. Thank you for being there. Thank you for everything that you be doing for that community and keeping updating, keeping pushing the community, the transgender specifico. I want to say saludos para Willy desde México que nos está viendo, es el director y las personas que nos están ayudando con las mushes de México. Morgan, so te quiero invitar para que también hagas parte de nuestro gran celebrando orgullo, octubre 1 hasta el 15. Las mushes van a estar parte también de nosotros. Muchos saludos también para mi querido amigo Cuco aquí en Miami, que tanto me quieren y me adoran, a mis familias cubanas, a mis familias latinas, colombianas, a Wilfredo, a todos que están aquí. Ya saben, si necesitan alguna información de Morgan, aquí lo tienen al lado de ella. So, Papi, are you guys doing telehealth like services right now, with the restrictions for the COVID-19? Transsocial is still helping the community, but keeping some like precautions and being safe. Are you guys helping by the phone?
We're still doing linkage to care. So we are linking people to organizations where they can get their telehealth. So it's available, and actually it's better than it ever was because we're able to reach people all over the state now, not just in Broward County and in Miami.
Okay, so everybody from around the world, they can participate and they can ask questions, and provide asking and requesting for services.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Is there any charge, fee that we have to pay just to have the service from Transsocial?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay, Papi, the recommendation. Give me a recommendation for the transgender community if I want to get tested for HIV and STI. Where should I get it?
It depends on where you live. So reach out to transsocial.org and we will tell you where there's a good place that you can go to get tested, where you're going to be treated with dignity and respect.
That's awesome. That's very good. How we can contact Transsocial and get in contact with you?
Well, my telephone number is out there for everyone, and that's 954-667-916. And you can reach out to us at info@transsocial.org. And Transsocial has 2 S's.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Can we have collaboration? If I don't need service from Transsocial, can we collaborate and do some donations?
Yes, we actually work on donations. We need people to help as often as they possibly can. Transsocial doesn't turn anyone away, okay? Which means that if you are an ally and you need help, we will help you, okay? We have a lot of cisgender people, believe it or not, that reach out for help with the name change process because it's so complicated. We never turn anybody away because we build bridges that way.
That's awesome. Very inclusive. That's my favorite word, inclusive. Just to be very inclusive. But thank you so much, Morgan. I didn't know that you guys are helping the community. And as I said, the hashtag #WeUnity. We are Unity. I said that we were Unity. We are Unity. Community Resources en recursos comunitarios. Todo lo que usted necesita saber sobre la comunidad, qué está abierto, qué no está abierto, dónde debo ir, cuáles son las hormonas, el doctor, qué es más amigo mío, qué es gay, cómo me siento más amigable. So everything that you need to know, where is the gay-friendly doctor or what's open or not, just go ahead. Community Resources at Unity Coalition. We are Unity. That's the hashtag that we have to promote from now to go on. We are Unity.
So Samantha, can I say something before we go?
Yes, for sure. Of course, my love.
Okay. I know that COVID has been very difficult for all of the community. It actually has been very difficult for everyone. My wife and I actually have friends that, are sick with COVID right now. Okay. So it's something that we all need to be responsible and we need to take care of each other and wear your mask, okay? But it is also an opportunity that we can take to take care of ourselves and to reach out to the people that we love and that we care about. Don't forget your friends. Reach out every few days to make sure that they're okay. Whether it's a text message, a phone call, or whatever, just reach out and just say, are you all right? Do you need anything? Okay? Because we need to help each other. We need to be a community more now than we have ever been before. Learn to love each other. Be there for each other. Oh, and there we are.
There we are. That was one of the events that we got a few weeks. I think that it was a month for the food distribution at the Miami Beach Community Church. Thank you so much, Morgan. You always being there for our community, and it's always special. Oh, Mommy Ashley is there. Ah, yeah, the power couple, Mommy and Daddy. So that's Ashley Mayfair, Morgan's Mayfair wife. So you guys know when you go to Trend Social or you see her pictures on the website. So go and check it out because that's Ashley Mayfair. She's a lovely heart. She's the good mother and the mother for all of us. So thank you, Ashley, as well for everything that you're doing in supporting our community and also collaboration with Unity Coalition and everything. Last invitation, Morgan. I hope to see you and also Trans Social participating on the Celebrate Orgullo, which is going to be October 1st to the 15th. And encourage to the people to have fun, especially at this time of COVID-19. As you said, there is like social distance, but people understand the social distance is like, no, I don't want to call to ask somebody how they doing because I asked my friend like, do you need something? And well, one of the things that happened, it was like he says like, yeah, no, I don't need anything, and thank you, but some people they just feel that if you're asking how they feel, it's because you want with cheese man, you wanna, it's different. How the Latin community. So reach out with your friends, as Morgan said, call them, text message, do it by Facebook, FaceTime, and tell them that you love them, that you need them, that we've been there for helping that community. Morgan, last recommendation: how's Trans Social appear on the social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Grinder. Oh, I'm sorry, my fan, my only fan account. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
We're on Facebook when we're on Instagram, so you can reach us on any of those. Okay, and you can reach us directly. We're very accessible. That phone number is actually my phone, and I answer it. So you need something, reach out. We're not that big that you can't reach out to me specifically.
Yeah, because some people said, "Oh, he's the secretary director." No. You call him, and it's gonna be like a customer service call center. No, honey. You call him, it's Morgan right away that is gonna answer the phone. You said that you speak Spanish, so you're gonna answer in Spanish and English, so you can have both of them, right?
Por supuesto.
Morgan, ¿algún saludo que le quieras mandar a nuestra comunidad latina, a todos los que te están viendo desde México, que te mandaron saludos? Déjame mirarlos aquí. Vamos a leerte rápido. Willy te está mandando. Angel Sfinity también te manda a decir. Love you. Saludos para ti, para toda nuestra comunidad latina de México, de Nueva York, a Casa Rubí, a Milancita y a todos los que hacen posible justamente que en el sur de la Florida la comunidad LGBT, todos unidos, podamos trabajar completamente. Así que una última recomendación que nos quiera dar a toda nuestra comunidad.
Yo que los quiero mucho y si me necesitan saben dónde pueden encontrarme, siempre.
Ya lo saben, si lo necesitan ya saben dónde lo pueden encontrar, dónde pueden presionar el botoncito para que salga la cabecita de Morgan Mayfair. Hi, I'm here, I'm the daddy, so you go for it. Morgan, it is always a pleasure. Thank you so much. I have no word to express myself and how grateful I am to meet you, to every time that I need to support. There's so many reasons to say thank you, and keep doing what you're doing, the best that you're doing for that community, and
Never. Tú sabes que te quiero mucho, ¿ok? Y siempre estoy aquí por ti también, ¿ok?
Claro que sí. So thank you all. That's my favorite daddy, Morgan Mayfair. Give me the final claps. Yeah! So this is for you. So thank you, Morgan. Thank you to Trans Social. Thank you for everything, as I said, that you've been doing for the community. Thank you for this opportunity to be on the show with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Samantha Letoy. And before that we go, don't forget to subscribe into the YouTube channel, Unity Coalition, and also visit the website, celebrateorgullo.com. We are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by the fan page on Unity Coalition. This show is provided by Gilead Ambiente Magazine and all the sponsors that make this possible. Thank you all. I love you. I love you. And I'm your host, Samantha Letoy. This is UCTV, preparing for a healthy life. And I hope to see you next time.
Bye, baby.
Bye.